everyone, this is Gongwen Lee, also known as Wen, coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and I wanted to cover something that you might enjoy knowing about if you're a pretty new player, and maybe even some things that if you've been a player for a while you may not know. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about New Mansion today. Now, New Mansion is something that happens either when you're a lower level player and you get a lover, that lover quest thing, and you find a game partner who you want to play with, then once you become a couple or get engaged, I forget, but really close to the beginning of that, the new mansion unlocks. Or I think when you're level 70, it also unlocks. So if you're single, or if you are a couple, like either way you're going to get the new mansion. It's just sometimes having a game partner makes it a little faster. So let's talk about what changes when that happens. So you're going to go to the mansion. Mine says Love Mansion, but for people who don't have the old mansion yet, or the new mansion, or the Love Mansion yet, then it'll just say mansion or old mansion, and then you go there, and let's say that the new mansion is unlocked for you. You can tell by looking at the top here, it says new mansion. That's a new button. And to find that, I go over this mansion in another video, so I'm not going to talk about it, but to find the new mansion, you click new mansion. It will take you to the front gate, probably, of the new mansion. And you'll land at this front gate. So when you first start, if you are a pair, then you will have a statue of yourself and your game partner, and you can move yourself and them on and off. But there's not 4 spots for you and your 2 kids, so Shuang and I agreed that having our kids here was more important, so we put them on there. And they're super adorable, so you can even put your ride up here if you really want to, but you don't have to. Okay, so you do that by hitting replace. And it's super adorable because when you come, they will interact. Oh, they're so adorable, which is about the only way you get to interact with your heirs here at the mansion, the new mansion, which I find a little sad, but that's how it is. Okay, so you're going to land at the front door, and there's a few things that you're going to want to know about. So one is you're going to want to know the menu. This is the overview, the mansion. It has your mansion name, which you can change, your mansion level, your prosperity points, which are going to be really important to leveling up your mansion, and I'll explain that in upgrading and building. Your likes. So this is when people come and visit you, they can click this button, or when you go visit other people, you can click this heart and like the mansion you visit. This is the name title of the level your mansion's at. These are who has visited you and what activities they've done while they were here. There's also an other list, and so they came and they looked around, that kind of thing. So you know what people have been up to at your mansion. I mean, it's kind of nice because it's sort of like, coming, visiting, and they leave a little calling card. I guess it's really old-fashioned, but a way to know who visited and what they did while they were there, which is kind of fun because you can see that a lot of my friends have watered here, including my game partner, Shuang, and that's really helpful. And so you can have the option of sending them a gift or something if you are so inclined. So that's really nice to know. And then you can modify the pictures by clicking on this and then following it through to take different shots of the inside. And that's what's on display right here. So you can modify that there. You can check on your upgrade status and what needs to happen for your upgrade and what rewards will happen. This keeps track of what plants you have and how long it's going to take, so you don't have to actually go all the way over to your crops to find it. And this is building, which is important to upgrade because it upgrades the amount of prosperity points and other things that you can do here in the mansion. So this and upgrade are really intertwined, and I'll explain that more in the upgrade and build video. And the last thing I wanted to do is just show you around, because this is a really cool place. I mean, it's just gorgeous. They gave us such a beautiful mansion to explore, and you can ride your ride, whatever your ride is, all the way over here. There's a lantern pond, a lantern lotus pond. You can go fishing. There's beautiful cherry trees. And you're like on the ocean. There's a gazebo, but you don't get to go hang out in it. But you can fish right next to it, which is cool. So you can't put any furniture or anything like that out here, but you can fish and you can take beautiful pictures. It's really nice. So there's lots of fishing spots. And that's what's going on over here. So let me show you outside of the yard first. There's this really gorgeous little area that's all cherry blossoms. It's a fun place to take pictures. There's this really gorgeous waterfall, which is fun to watch. And then across the stream, there's a place to plant crops and decorate. So right now I have some things growing, and there's schwangs plots right here. I'm running over them because it's not going to hurt it. It's game. But you can't touch your partner's stuff other than watering it. You can't like pick their things or plant in their crop squares or anything like that. You can only water to help them out. And you can put furniture out here, which is kind of nice. And this is the butler. You can give him a talking with sometime, figure him out. Covered him a little more in cooking and crops, but I'm not going to do that today. There's this really pretty little dock area, which is fun to take pictures at. And then right up here is something that, okay, good. Something that I did not expect to have, which is a kitchen where you can cook and stuff. So it's really cute. All right, so that's all that. Let's go inside really quick because it's faster than riding all the way back, and then we'll go outside and I'll take you in the front gate. Okay, so when you land, you're going to always land at the front gate or the outside based on how you have it set in permissions. So you can set this at the old mansion or the new mansion. I'm going to go ahead and reset it to the new mansion. That's in permission in overview. So go overview, permission, and you can set it to the new mansion. And then inside or outside as your spawn point, who is allowed to come and visit and who's allowed to use the furniture. So you can say no one, or, well, I guess this one you have to select at least somebody. But you can say no one is allowed to visit, which if you have crops that you don't want people to steal, if it's been a problem, you can definitely say forbidden, and then people can't come and steal your crops, I'm pretty sure. So set it how you like, and then let it go. All right, so you go in the door, and there's this really big yard, which we have been trying to fill with delightful furniture and decorations. But it is massive, so lovely and pretty. I think for Schwang and I, the mansion was a big hit. This is a spot you can plant a blessing tree if you have one, but I don't have one. I don't recommend buying one. They're like 500 to 1,000 ingots per tree. And look, there's pets. And then there's this beautiful waterfall in the back. You can hear it. And then we have some bathtubs we're not quite sure where we want to put yet, but they're really nice out here. They're almost like swimming pools. Okay, so this is the outside. And there's a deck you can not put furniture on, but there is a teleport right here. You can use the button at the top, or you can use this teleport to bring you inside. And it's almost like an entirely different mansion on the inside, which is sort of strange, but, you know, don't question too hard in this game. You'll hurt your head. Because see, like when you look out, it's like not even the same yard, right? But it's cool. So we put a bed out here because it's easier to get to take naps for exploring. And we put a dresser and vanity to sculpt and change clothes. This was for convenience, not for looks. Because when you teleport inside, you end up looking like this, and then you're just inside. So nobody sees those practical little secrets. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. I mean, we're probably going to redecorate eventually. Or I might. Schwang likes to build, I like to decorate, so I guess that did work. Okay, so this is the inside, and you can do different things and build different furniture. We worked super extra hard to get to this point. Schwang and I both did a lot of grinding and stuff to get the designs and materials for this, so it definitely wasn't easy, and some of the things we bought with ingots, especially Schwang. So getting a mansion like this is not something a beginning player should aspire to or necessarily be able to do in a short amount of time. It's just that we both worked really hard, so we were able to do that. So this is like our kids' room, except our kids can never come home and sleep, which is really sad. Eventually, you get these little picture frames to unlock, which is kind of fun. And you can change the picture in them. Okay, I guess it goes up. Try that one. Okay, there we go. I'd already used that picture for something else, so it wouldn't let me use it. So when you use a picture for these frames, it only lets you use it once, and you can't delete it, or otherwise the frame will be empty, which I think is what happened to that frame. A picture got deleted, and then the frame was empty. And there's a zither you can play. You can build zithers here too, and you can even play it on the screen. So there are options with that, which are kind of fun. And that's more or less like what the inside is like. I just wanted to give you a little tour and an overview of the menu. I guess the other thing I should show you is this more menu. You can invite, you can design, which if you go to mine, you can save what your mansion is like currently, inside and outside, so that if you decide to hit the button recycle all and you want to reset it the same way, you can go to that design and select it, and it will replace all the furniture for you. You don't have to do it manually again, so that's really nice. And then of course you can go to the old mansion or invite people, and then there's this gallery, which I guess is pictures other people have taken of their mansions, I think. And this is one Schwang took of ours. He was really proud of this bed, which I don't blame him. It took a lot of effort to get that. Okay, so that's more or less it. The other buttons are layout and craft, which I'm going to cover in separate videos because it's going to take too long to explain here. You can also access your fishing quest menu from here, and even the warehouse for guild. So all right, everybody, I hope this was helpful for you, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching.